Hi everyone! In today's time lapse I am doing another mixed media lady. So I am using a 6x6 wood birch panel that I have applied white gesso to, and now I'm applying the Holtz tissue paper. For my drawing, I transferred the image using a chalk pastel that I rubbed at the back of the drawing and using a ballpoint pen to apply pressure so that the image transfers over to the block. I'm using acrylic paints now and a whole bunch of different supplies that are all listed at the bottom. I know for her hair that yellow looks so bright, but I'm going to be layering a whole bunch of color onto it. I know I usually start my hair with darker shades and then go lighter, but this time around I started with the brightest color I could and then layered with a whole bunch of iridescent paints. Because I'm painting over the Holtz tissue paper, I have to layer a lot of paint, and I kind of choose the areas where I want the text to show through and not show through. So you'll see me layering layer after layer of paint until I get the desired effect that I want. I'm using the color pencils and HB pencils to add different details. I also use my white gel pen and my black ink pens to add other little details. As usual, I always use my trusty little heat gun because I'm just too impatient to wait for paint to dry, so definitely keep pulling out my heat gun to get things moving along faster. As you can see, I put in quite a few different shades of gold in her hair, so there's a light gold, a dark gold, a bronze. It's kind of hard to tell with the lighting, but at the end of this video you'll see a whole bunch of photos to really show how the hair turned out. I'm adding some splatter of different colored paints. Basically, I'm trying to pull in the background into her hair. So I use the turquoise color along with the a magenta color and then a white to sort of sprinkle the color everywhere onto the canvas. Now I'm just using my white jelly roll pen to add a few more details. And I cut out the drawing that I had of her and applied the Versamark ink onto the background with the embossing powder to get some texture and additional text at the background. When you are heat embossing on wood, and especially the fact that I'm heat embossing on the tissue paper, you have to go very slowly back and forth, otherwise the paper will bubble and you will burn the paper, so take your time if you're doing that. Now I'm using a Holtz Stencil and I'm applying the acrylic paint with a spatula or a palette knife to get a really interesting texture. Again, you'll see that at the end of the photo. And there she is. Thanks for watching.